36 now, 1st and 10.
Got one. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
180. Check back 47. Get that quarterback. And all. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
You ready? First down. 58 right there.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now Breeze. Buying time to his left. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
First and 10.
Ready. Ready. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Breeze now on first down. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. That one good for 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
10 more there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They've thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And Ginn's got it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Breeze going to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trubisky gives to Cohen. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready? 95-56.
Check.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Breeze now on 1st down. And Cook has it, left side.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. Oh, little 360. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Davis takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
180. 47. Stay with your man. Motion.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the slant.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Check right, check right.
From the 38, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here's Mike. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go play action with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Toss play, Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check.
They run it again with Kamara. Down right around the 25. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back.
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering cancel pause recording for your to resume online game. Cancel.
26-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Breeze going to throw here. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Breeze now, flush. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of what